Hey everyone, Multiple456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 27 of Let's Platinum Elden Ring. Alright, quickly before we fight our first major boss, or yeah, basically first major boss, I want to head back here to the isolated merchant's shack and we want to buy something from him. We want to grab the Zweihander, and the only reason I didn't grab this before was because I didn't know I was going to end up using it. So grab the Zweihander, and now we'll go back. So yep, that's the one. And that will be used very soon, so don't worry about that too much. In terms of leveling, gosh, I'm still kind of undecided, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I'm actually gonna level Arcane. I really want to get Arcane to 12, and I want to get Faith to, I think it's 15. So I'm almost there, so I'll use a 400, I think, real quick. I just don't want to lose the runes, basically. That's worse. And hopefully with how I'm going to do the next episode, it'll work out great. Okay, we'll worry about using Dragonfire eventually. Okay, let's turn the lantern on. Let's go up here. As you can see, I think I showed this off, we can summon someone called Sorcerer Rogier. So let's do that and make a few preparations. In your pouch, you're going to want to put where is it? Margit Shackle. I actually forgot to use this when I was practicing, but you can put this on. Briefly binds Margit once imprisoned to Earth. Margit is the name of the person we're going to fight. Spoilers. A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retain vestiges of power, enough to trap the once bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. So let's put that on. In terms of equipment, we want fire grease. This is good. Let's get the wolf's ashes again, and lastly we want to put the gold pickled foulfoot for when we inevitably win. I think everything else is okay. What we're going to do is we're going to buff our... Oh, and one other thing we'll do real quick is we're going to put divine protection on. Oh, I can't use the thing when Rogier's here. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. If you want, wait, could I even use it? No, I can't use it. That was one other thing I forgot to mention. I would have been able to use Divine Protection had I not screwed up the quest line. Not screwed up, just like it went out of order. So otherwise I would have a seal which I could use to use Divine Protection. Other than that, I think we're good. Let's go. So I'm gonna pop the Flask of Wondrous Physic and fire grease, and we're going to get a cutscene here. Hopefully that doesn't run out during the cutscene.
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Okay, here we go. So let's summon our lone wolf ashes, and then we're going to bind him, if I can. There we go. And use Bloodhound's Finesse, Bloodhound's Step, Bloodhound's Finesse. I'm gonna heal up our magic. Bloodhound's Finesse, Bloodhound's Step, if I can in time. Yes, got a backstab. Bloodhound's Finesse and Step. Okay, that's fine. So he's gonna do a bunch of these crazy moves right now, so be careful. 1 and 2. Nice, I got a bleed there, and he's pretty much done. Ah, missed. Let me finish him. There you are. And, oh, yeah, okay, he's done. And gold pickled foulfoot quickly. You have enough time as long as you remember, hey, we got the trophy for beating him. And a talisman pouch.
Smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hand hands of the Fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Alright, so yeah, he's got a fair bit to do with the law. We'll deal with that a little bit later. For now, I need to get through a lot of stuff in this episode. We could level up. I could get one more point in this. Let's leave it for now. Let's go off to the Roundtable Hold.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Okay, cool. Going off to the Roundtable Hold, and we get a trophy again. The Roundtable Hold is a place where tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the Roundtable icon is displayed. That's the icon on the left-hand side of the screen. The Roundtable Hold is located outside of this world, and fast travel by grace is the only means of reaching it. Use the map to travel there. Okay, awesome. So we have to do a lot of stuff here today before we start the next episode, so I'm going to just go into it, talking to all these NPCs. This is Brother Corin.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Roundtable Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Roundtable Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
I see it.
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
Yes, study incantations. We got the prayer gesture. It was there on the bottom right, you can see. Okay, so we got urgent heal, cure poison, magic fortification, flame fortification, rejection, catch flame, and flame sling. Let's grab flame sling, definitely. Don't worry about catch flame. I never really used rejection. Heal is worth it, and maybe cure poison is worth it. They're all worth it. We're gonna get these all eventually. I just don't think I have enough. 6,500, 7,500. I'm actually only just off. All right, we'll buy everything. Who cares? Damn. Okay, 1,600 I need.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Okay, since I'm only 1,600 off, let's just go here. 5. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use another 3 because there is something I want to buy. And I think it costs 600. Nope, I need to use another one because I can't do math. Okay, cool. So Brother Corin.
I can happily spare them.
And urgent heal, catch flame. Alright, cool.
May the Golden Order.
Thank you. Alright, let's talk to the next person. This is D. This is who we were looking for.
I don't believe we've met. I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number, unless you wish to lay down your life in vain. You've met Garank, I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Okay, so he's got Litany of Proper Death and Order's Blade. Creates image of order to deal holy damage. Enchanted right hand armament with... It should be enchants. Right hand armament with holy damage. I've actually never used either of these. This is probably pretty good. This one I'm not sure exactly how that works, but eventually I will probably use it. I just haven't used it up to this point. Let's talk about D.
I serve the Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
Okay, So we'll worry about that later. Let's talk to this guy.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Okay, we will tell him if we find Lanya.
Be sure to tell him she's a servant. She's been my companion. I've lost count of them, honestly.
Yeah, that was new dialogue. I probably should have let that go through. But he just says the same thing. She's a tomboy and... Or he says something like she's a tomboy and you have to find it. I actually don't know where this Lanya is, so I'm not 100% sure about that quest, but we'll get to it eventually. This is a very important person. However, he doesn't have much to offer us right now. Let's talk to him.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard.
Okay.
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Okay, cool. Let me just double check with all these. Well, you're fine.
Did you need something else?
Okay, he's fine. Let's go over here. If we head over here, we can talk to this person, or, well, we can press talk, but nothing happens except we get the "what do you want" gesture, and you can't do anything else with that person. I believe that person's name is Ensha. This, however, I think is Enya. Let me talk to them. Oh, no, sorry, this is not Enya. There's another person who's Enya. These are the twin maiden husks. We can purchase rune arcs, which I have not explained. I will eventually. We can purchase a memory stone, which I forgot about until right now. Stone sword keys, a few different weapons. We can purchase a finger seal. That's weird. I'm pretty sure it was only 600, not 1200. This is what I wanted to purchase, but didn't realize it was that much more. Okay, that's okay. We can offer a bell bearing, the one we got from the bone peddler's bell bearing for defeating that guy. And now we can buy thin beast bones, not animal bones, and hefty beast bones. So there you go. Nothing crazy, but you can do that. Don't worry about white ciphering and blue ciphering. I think they're online items. When I have more time, I'll read them. And when I have more time, I'll also explain rune arcs, which, yes, I haven't pointed this out, but I actually got very lucky to get one earlier in the game when I had to redo a few episodes. So yeah, that'll come into play eventually. Let's talk to this guy here. He's a misbegotten known as Hugh.
You're a new face. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Okay, so you can smith with him beyond +3, which is really good. We can also talk to him about the chains on his legs. Actually, it's technically just one leg, but yeah, technically one leg, but he's chained up. All right, let's talk to him.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Okay, interesting. He can do a lot more things as well. Or he can do a bunch of other things, but for now, we're going to ignore it. Let's go down here where we can use some stone sword keys. How many do I have? 6. Alright, plenty. So let's use one here. This will unlock this area. And the only thing you can get here is in this treasure chest. We can collect a Krapus's black key crossbow and 20 black key bolts. And now if we put 2 stone sword keys in here, we can unlock a second room, which allows us to collect one other thing. and it is called the Assassin's Prayer Book. It's not that great, but you know, for the purposes of collecting as much as we can, we're going to get it. Give to a learned cleric to acquire new incantations. Prayer Book of the Roundtable Holds Assassins. Can be give to a learned cleric to gain access to the following incantations. Assassins approach in darkness. Again, nothing too special, at least I haven't discovered if it's any good, but yeah, it's there. And in here, we have another person to talk to. Let's talk to them now.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Roundtable Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Okay, yes, let's do that.
My thanks, great champion.
She seems a bit, you know, not in our best interests, but especially considering that we technically know about her if we were paying attention to the intro. Her name is Fia, the Deathbed Companion.
Very warm.
And we get a Baldakin's blessing. I'll explain that in a moment.
What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Okay, and now she lets us go. So Baldakin's blessing, the way it works is it's an item in your inventory, and when you use it, it increases your poise a little bit. And but however, as long as it's in your inventory, you will lose 5% of your maximum health. You can actually see that on under the stamina bar. There's a square with a down arrow that's showing that you're losing 5% of your maximum health. Well, you don't know it's 5%, but I do. Anyway, I think that's it. I really wanted to get that longbow, so I may as well just quickly get that. There is one more thing we could do here, but I'll do it later. I want to get through this. How much? I'll just do. Wait, it's 1200, right? So let's do one of that. I should have done it the other way. And one of those. So longbow, I think all it does is just give you a bit more range. Or actually, it gives you quite a bit more range. So it gives you 50, and I think a short bow gives you like 29. So it's a fair bit more. Okay, cool. And now. I think all we want to do is we want to head over to Garank and quickly talk to him. Trying to make sure that all this is done in this episode, because next episode is going to be a little different. Alright, let's talk to Garank. Oh, before we do that, let me talk to him. Alright, good doggy. Hand over Deathroot, and let's hand over both straight away.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me. Tarnished. Bring more death. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Okay, and for doing that, we get a few different items. We get the Bestial Sling Incantation, the Claw Mark Seal, and the Beast Eye. Quickly talk.
I shall grant thee feed.
Okay, same thing. So this guy just wants Deathroot, and he gave us those things for in return. Let's have a quick look at them. So the the Beast Eye it says said to tremble when close to Deathroot. This works like there was an item I think in Dark Souls 3 that did the same thing. I think it was like the Beast Eye. No, it was definitely Quivers. The word was Quivers, because I think this is exactly the same thing. But anyway, Claw Marked Stone Eye received from Garank Beast Clergyman. It is said to tremble when near Deathroot. The murky violet iris writhes as if alive. I am not sated, feed me more. Death. So whenever we're close to Deathroot, it's going to quiver. Forgot to mention the talisman pouch. It increases the amount of talismans we can equip, which is awesome. Small withered bag knitted by hand, bestowed upon the ruling lord or those attempting to become lord by the elderly finger reader. Increases talisman equip slots. As the voices of the two finger readers are said to live lives eternal, and one is even supposed to have served as a wet nurse to royalty. Okay, cool. And then the other thing we got was an incantation called Bestial Sling. It's really cool, actually. Incantation taught by Garank the Beast Clergyman swiftly flings a number of sharp rock shards. This incantation can be cast without delay after performing another action. It is said that in the time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. And finally, we got the Clawmark Seal, which is what is going to allow us to actually use those incantations. So let's have a look. Did I skip it? Probably. No, it's probably over here, actually. There we go. Clawmark Seal. Sacred Seal granted by Garank the Beast Clergyman, a rare trinket which allows incantations to be scaled with strength. The Clawmark represents Garank's wrath. Enhances bestial incantations learned from Garank. So that Bestial Sling is actually enhanced by using the Clawmark Seal. So I'm going to put that on. It doesn't get us to heavy load, which is good. Talisman number 2. Let's go with the green turtle talisman. I think it's good to have our stamina recovering quickly. In terms of spells, we definitely want Flame Sling. That is an absolute must. It's probably a good idea to have heal on us just in case. And Poison Mist is not that useful. Magic Cure Poison, Divine Fortification, Flame. Honestly, the last one I'm not really sure. Maybe Rejection? I don't know. I'm like, let's use Bestial Sling. Let's do that. Okay, and now I'll quickly teleport back to Margit the Fell Omen, and we're going to leave things here. And next time, finally, we can start the journey through the first big kind of main area, which is Stormvale Castle, which is just up there. And doesn't it just look majestic? And also, as an added bonus, the next episode will be an hour long. So hope you guys enjoy that when I get around to it. Okay, for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 27 of Let's Platinum Elden Ring. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.